miles per hour. The likely track will take it just north of the Yucatan Peninsula here, and then by Sunday night or Monday, it will tend to stall. Then it's going to make up its mind. Does it move southwest, or does it move back up towards Texas, Louisiana, or Florida? It's anyone's guess. At the beginning of next week, we'll watch that carefully. Again, a major hurricane potential by the end of the weekend. Around these parts tonight, though, quiet and mild and muggy. There is a fog, mid-50s north and 60 to 64 elsewhere. Looks like a nice start to the weekend tomorrow. An outside chance of a thunder shower towards evening in the mountains, otherwise dry. Again, a bit on the humid side, though. 80s in southern New Hampshire, upper 70s north. Partly sunny on Sunday, a good chance of a shower or thunder shower, and a better chance of a shower or thunder shower, and a little bit of a cool down near the beginning of next week as we ring in fall. 12:56. Early Monday morning.
Leaves are starting to fall.
Oh, they are. It's scary, huh?
Well, it's one of the best times around in New Hampshire.
It sure is, yeah.
Another good time of the year is when the football season gets in full swing and we're underway.
That's right. Friday night football continuing around the Grand Estate. 13 games under the lights. We've got the scores, highlights, and Friday night football coming up next.
I think John Sununu represents the future.
The job John has done in Congress has raised our stature as a state, and he will continue to do so as a United States Senator.
He has a young family of 3 children, and he's concerned for their future. John's been fighting for health care, special education, the environment, and those issues are important to us.
He can go to Washington and make a whole nation proud, not just the people of New Hampshire.
I think that John Sununu will be one of the finest senators that New Hampshire has ever sent to Washington.
Who has a record of taxing New Hampshire families? Martha Fuller Clark. As a state representative, she voted to create New Hampshire's first ever income tax that would take money from our hard-earned paychecks. Jeb Bradley, he never voted for an income tax, a proven record of fighting to protect New Hampshire's way of life. Martha Fuller Clark, a fiscally irresponsible and liberal record of supporting new taxes on working families. Call Martha Fuller Clark and tell her that new taxes on New Hampshire families is not the solution.
Jim! Hey, Mikey. Here's our TV, 57-inch widescreen. Looks even better than last week.
Can we take it home this time?
Therein lies the problem, Peter. The minute we take it home, I'm going to see it on sale.
You know, with Circuit City's Price Match Plus, you don't have to worry about that.
Huh.
Don't worry, take it home. Because if you find a lower price within 30 days of purchase, we'll give you back 110% of the price difference. Circuit City, we're with you.
Does this mean my video game system can come home too?
It's America's favorite, and in America, we do things big. Think big, save money, go Grapponi. Save big on a huge inventory of new 2002 Honda Accords and Civics with financing as low as 1.9% on select vehicles and the lowest prices. Come see and drive the all-new 2003 Honda Pilot, Honda's newest sport utility vehicle, which offers comfortable seating for 8 passengers. Think big, save money, go Grapponi. With over 78 years of serving our New Hampshire customers right in your backyard at exit 12S off I-93 in Concord, or visit us online at grapponi.com.
What are you going to do after high school?
I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. And after checking out my local New Hampshire Community Technical College, I realized it had the most affordable tuition in the state. But what really hooked me was the atmosphere. My small class sizes meant my professors knew me by name, and they helped choose the courses that were right for me. When I transferred to Keene State College, all my credits were accepted. Check it out.
Thinking about your next step? Your community technical colleges can help you figure it out. New Hampshire's community technical colleges, where successful people get their start.
Friday Night Football is brought to you in part by New Hampshire's community technical colleges.
Are you ready? Central sure is. Pinkerton was ready. All teams are ready tonight. We're ready for Friday Night Football, week number 3. Up next.
Hi, this is Katie King from the U.S. Women's Olympic Hockey Team. It's now time for Friday Night Football.
Hi, this is Mickey Watt. It's Friday Night Football on Channel 9.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to week number 3 of the Friday Night Football Report. Jamie Staten has a much-deserved weekend off. I'm Jason King. Let's get things rolling with a heavyweight showdown at Gill Stadium. The defending state champion Central Little Green hosted their rivals from Pinkerton Academy.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shut up! Stick green! Hey, Duke,
The Astros in white, and Central is in the green. Jared Clark, nice play in the Pinkerton backfield there to slow the Astros. The Astros go to the air here. Chris Sharp complete to Joe Hicks, and he does the rest, dragging a few Little Green players with him. He picks up a first down. The Little Green played some big D, though. Dan Fallon with a nice INT for the pickoff there, stops the drive with the interception. Some big hits in tonight's game at Gill Stadium, and Central would go on to remain undefeated. 14-0, they shut out the Astros, so they're 3-0. The Astros fall to 2-1 with their first loss of the season. Weston Memorial played appropriately enough at West Memorial Field at Manchester. West was the away team, however, and here we go in the fourth quarter, and Brandon Colin, he goes deep. Matt Cook at the other end of that one. 55 yards later, it is a touchdown. The PAT would fail, though, and 19-6. West would lead it. Memorial responds. Randy Lavoie scrambles and finds Eric Egdorf, and he takes a nice run down inside the 5-yard line, and that would set up a Memorial touchdown. It's Ben Monaghan with the 4-yard score. 19-12 West on top, and that is the final. So the Blue Knights are 2-1 on the season. The Crusaders are now 1-2. One of the great surprises, actually, do we have another score to show you? Yes, we do. Salem and Londonderry, 29-16. Salem with a surprising win over the Lancers. The Lancers are now 1-2. The Blue Devils 2-1 on the season. And Bow with a big win over Kearsarge tonight, 22-21. We actually have highlights of that one to show you. That one went into overtime. And here we go. This is one of the big surprises. Bow and Kearsarge playing up in North Sutton. And Bow undefeated so far this year. No score in the second. Andy Zanakis blocks the punt, and he takes it all the way for the score. 7-0. Cougars in front. Big play by the Falcons here. 4th and goal for Kearsarge. Andy Champy tries to take it in on the near side, but he's stopped short by the Falcons. And Bow, as we showed you on the scoreboard, they pull it out. 22-21, the final in overtime. So Bow remains undefeated on the season. Craig Brown had 2 touchdowns. At Memorial Field in the Capitol tonight, Fall Mountain came calling on Bishop Brady, and this is Steve Gard in for Matt Shaw, who's the starting quarterback, but left the game due to injury. His first play in, he gives to Anthony Scott, who bulls his way in. 40-6 at that point in the third quarter. Giants on top. Push-ups and lots of them for the Giant cheerleaders tonight. 49 they'd put up in just a bit. The defense played like Giants 2. Dennis Kunsnor was one of many Giants in on the sack there. That picked up a safety, made it 42-6. The ensuing possession, Jason Whitehouse, he shows some speed, tips toes down the sideline. Touchdown, 49-6. Brady, 58-6 the final. The Giants now 2-1. The Wildcats still winless on the season. Elsewhere in Division 4, John DeMarco had a touchdown pass as Milford wins big over Lebanon, 42-7. The Spartans still undefeated at 3-0. Let's go to Division 3. The Kingswood Knights calling on the SOUHEGAN Sabers, and they'll let anyone into those games over there at Amherst. Our own Tom Griffith, of course. First quarter and 7-0 Sabers. Jeff Barrington to Brian Conti, right at our cameraman Scott Hazard. Nicely enough, and that's a touchdown. 14-0 SOUHEGAN. Second quarter, Farrington back up top, and he would hit another touchdown with John Deniston. Kingswood loses 14-42. SOUHEGAN wins at 42-14 rather. The Sabres undefeated still. The Knights still without a win at 0-3. Our first game on the Seacoast tonight, Laconia and Somersworth, and there's one of those Friday night footballs that you could pick up at a game. Laconia in white, and Connor Hebert connects with Eric Richardson for the long touchdown, and Laconia would go on to beat Somersworth 14-7. The Sachems 3-0 on the season. A non-league game, Trinity taking on Bishop Girton, and the Cardinals. They pick up their first win of the season with 27-6 victory over the Pioneers. ALVIRNE and WINNACUNNET tonight. WINNACUNNET shuts out the Broncos 27-0. The Warriors get their first win of the season. At Hugo Bowling Field in Rochester, the Spaulding Red Raiders hosted the Timberlane Owls. And this is Ty Seastead to Matt Bradley for the score on the short touchdown pass. And then here, more Timberlane. Mike Lynch fools everyone with the quick hitter. Another Owl score. The 2-point conversion was good. 21-0 Owls. And they go on to win huge, 50-12 the final. The Owls undefeated. The Red Raiders fall to 1-2 on the year. Dover and Merrimack, that's Sean St. Laurent. He had 2 rushing touchdowns for the Green Wave as they improve to 2-1 with a 20-6 win over the winless Merrimack Tomahawks. Plenty of games on the schedule for you tomorrow afternoon. Every game is a 1:30 start. There you see Exeter, Franklin, Kennett, Merrimack Valley all at home. Keene, a non-league game with Brattleboro, Vermont. Conval, Hanover, and Newport, the other home sites for tomorrow's games. And of course, if you want to check out any of the scores or details from the Friday Night Football Report, head to the WMUR and click on Friday Night Football. Well, that'll do it for week 3 of Friday Night Football. Jamie Staten will be back in next week, and there's still much more to come tonight, though. The Red Sox started a series in Baltimore against the Orioles. Charlie has those highlights and more as sports continues.